Welcome back to my channel, The Baking Diva. It's so good to see all of you. Thank you for returning, and thank you to all my new subscribers. Well, today I decided to make something decadent for you. It is so yummy. Have you had salted caramel? Do you like that? Do you like chocolate? Well, today I'm making for you bacon caramel chocolate chip cookies. Now, how does that sound? Sounds delicious to me. And just think, that bacon with the caramel, it gives the caramel that salted caramel taste. And then wait till you see the chips I'm going to put in. So you're going to have a combination here of a delicious chocolate chip cookie with a little sweet and saltiness in there. It's so good. So what do you say we get started? Are you ready? Let's go. First thing you're going to need is an electric mixer. Then we're going to start out with our butter and our sugars. Now you're going to need 1.5 sticks of softened butter. And I'll put this recipe, like I always do, in the description bar for you. We have Father's Day that'll be coming up. Let me tell you, there's no fathers that aren't going to love this one. And now we're going to put in 2 sugars. We're going to put in 1 cup of light brown sugar. Put that in there. And we're going to put in regular white sugar. We're going to put in 1/2 cup of that. Now I'm going to lift my bowl and I'm going to incorporate the 2 sugars with the butter. But first it would help if the cray-cray Diva plugged in her mixer. So hold on a minute. You think you're all prepared, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh no, I forgot that. Be right back. Okay, I plugged it in. So now we can get started incorporating the butter and the 2 sugars. So here we go. Okay, I have that all incorporated. Now we're going to add to that 1 egg and 1 egg yolk. And we're also going to add in some vanilla. We're going to put in 1 tablespoon of vanilla. Now I'm going to mix all of that up until it's light and creamy. To this mixture, we're going to add 2 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour. So let me get that in there. Start mixing it a little bit at a time and start out slow so you don't have a flour cloud. That's my 2 cups. And now I'm going to throw in my 1/4 cup and let that go for a minute. To that, I'm going to add 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt and 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. And now I'm going to get that all incorporated. So I hope you're all doing well. You know I'm in New Jersey, one of the hardest hit states for the coronavirus, so everything is pretty much at a standstill. So what am I doing? Cooking, baking, cleaning, same as everyone behind me, if you can see my slow cooker going, I decided to do a big pot of my Italian sauce. In there I have braciole and sausage, and that's what we're having for dinner tonight. Pasta with that. My grandkids will be here and my son, so we're gonna have a delicious meal. We're gonna have these cookies for dessert. So let me finish incorporating this. Okay, I have all of this luscious dough in front of me. I got everything incorporated. Yummy. Hosting Father's Day at my house this year. So I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do. If anybody has any suggestions, let me know. Put them in the comments column. I'll be happy to accept any, because I'm running out of ideas. Okay, now comes a fun part. By hand, I'm going to put in here, now listen carefully, 1 cup of semi-sweet chocolate morsels. I'm going to add to that a 1/2 cup of milk chocolate morsels. And then I'm going to add a 1/2 cup of bittersweet chocolate morsels. I use the Ghirardelli. That is so good, but you can use any kind you want. So the combination of these 3 morsels, just layered together, it comes out delicious. So after I get all of this luscious dough ready and all the chips mixed in, I'm gonna wrap it in a piece of plastic wrap, and I'm gonna chill it for 4 hours. Alrighty, so I wrapped up my cookie dough in saran wrap. I'm gonna put this in the fridge to chill. Now while that's chilling, I'm gonna take 2 cookie sheets. I'm gonna line them with parchment paper. And now listen carefully. What I'm gonna do next is take about a 1/2 pound of a good quality bacon, and I'm gonna cook it till it's nice and crispy, and then I'm gonna break it up into pieces. So I'll be back to show you what we do next. Hi everyone, well I'm back and I have an assistant with me. Who are you?
Lucas.
My grandson Lucas, and those of you that follow me, you know he used to be in a lot of my videos, and he hasn't been in any for a while, right Lucas? But he's here tonight and he's gonna help me finish off this one. Lucas is gonna give you a little smile. Do you notice anything different about him? Look at the camera, Lucas. Move your tongue. I think he lost another tooth. How many teeth did you lose?
7.
7 teeth. Is it hard to eat with that missing tooth?
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah. So you're gonna help me with these cookies today?
Yeah.
Alrighty. So here we go. I took the cookie dough, whoopsie, out of the refrigerator. Now remember I told you it said to chill it in the refrigerator for 4 hours? Well, I don't know about that, because when I took it out after 4 hours, it was hard as a rock. Maybe my refrigerator's cold, Lucas? Maybe it's very cold.
It is cold.
Maybe it's very cold. I don't know. But I let it sit out for a little while. Now it's a good consistency. So I guess it depends on your refrigerator. So now, Lucas, we preheated the oven to, what's the temperature over there?
425.
Exactly, 425 degrees. And we're preheating it now. So Lucas is going to bring over our cookie sheets with the parchment paper on them. He's going to have one and I'll have another. Here, thank you, assistant.
Aren't these the cookie sheets?
Yep, that's you. You can have the smaller one and I'll take the bigger one. If you put it like this, then we'll have more room. There you go. Okay. Now, this is tricky. This recipe says you preheat your oven to 425 degrees. we're going to put our cookie dough on here. You're going to make little mounds of it. They say the mounds can be about 2 ounces each, but we'll just do the best we can. And then, as soon as we put these cookie sheets in the oven, we have to immediately turn the temperature down to, what's it say here?
175.
375, right? 375. And then we're going to bake these for 9 minutes, or it says until the tops are golden. Did we wash our hands?
Yeah.
We washed our hands. All right, so let me do the first one. We're going to pinch off a piece of dough like this.
This dough is still hard.
It's still a little hard, but we can work with it.
It's hard because of the chocolate chips.
Well, there's a lot of chocolate chips in here. So we're going to make them about this size, Lucas.
Okay,
not too small, not too big. And we're going to put them down there like little mounds of them.
Make your chocolate chip cookies.
That one's a little big. I think you're going to make that one a little bit smaller. Yeah. See my size? About like that. Now, I did cook the bacon. I got it nice and crisp.
Is this good?
And I broke it all up into pieces. And you'll see what we're going to do with this bacon.
Is this good?
That's still a little too big.
What?
Because we want to get a lot of cookies. If we make them all like that size, we won't get very many cookies, right? Like this. A little bit more. Yeah, that's a good one. All right. So Lucas and I are going to put our cookie dough on the cookie sheet. I'm going to leave them apart in case they expand a little bit, right? That's good, yeah. And you don't have to make a perfect ball. See how mine are?
Oh, yeah.
Like sort of globs. Make little globs like that. We'll put like 3 across, okay? So Lucas and I are going to continue doing this.
How'd you make 3 that fast?
I don't know. I'm older than you. I'm more experienced. You're just the assistant baker. I'm the head baker. Right, we're going to get these made. We're going to put them in the oven. And after I lower it to 375, we're going to bake them for, like I said, about 9 minutes. And as soon as we take them out of the oven, Lucas and I are going to show you what we do next. So stay tuned. Tell them, say, stay tuned. Okay, I had the cookies in the oven for 9 minutes. And you can see they just started to get a little golden brown on the top. Now, the secret here is, be careful, Lucas, it's very hot. We have our cut up bacon here. You're going to take a little piece of your bacon, and you have to do this while the cookie is hot. And you're just going to stick it like that, see, into your cookie. Maybe you're going to put a second piece in like that.
Like this.
Yeah. Don't put them, like, separate them like I did.
The bacon has to be well done.
Yes, the bacon has to be well done. You don't want floppy bacon, otherwise it won't.
It won't stick into the cookie.
That's right, it won't stick into the cookies.
I got two.
You got to stick it up like this. Look, kind of make them go a little sideways. Lucas. Look, like that.
Look, I got 2 of them.
Ah, he's having fun. But you can see what I'm doing here, and I'm going to take some stills and I'll put them in the video for you. Now, you said Diva. These are bacon caramel chocolate chip cookies. Well, yes, they are. But what we're going to do is we're going to get our Lucas, what are you making? He's making his stand. I think they have to go flatter so when you put the caramel on them, right? So once we get our bacon in, we are going to put them on the cooling rack, and we're going to wait till they're completely cool. And then once they're completely cool, we're going to drizzle them with some of this yummy caramel syrup. So we'll finish doing this, and when they're cool, we'll be back, right, Lucas? And we'll show you how we drizzle our caramel on them, and we do a taste testing. So
This one's not
stay tuned. Okay, look at these babies. We put bacon into the cookies when they were nice and hot. Now I'm taking the Sunday syrup, it's called. This happens to be, whoops, Smuckers. Wait a minute. Okay, Lucas will show you. Very good. It's a caramel syrup.
Don't open it from this side. It's all gonna fall out.
And we're gonna just drizzle it. I put parchment paper. We're just gonna drizzle it back and forth over each cookie.
There's some cookies over here.
Yeah, we left some without anything on it.
Because we have like 40 cookies.
And yeah, well, it's interesting because the recipe supposedly calls for 21 cookies and 2 ounces each. So I guess these are less than 2 ounces because
26 cookies.
he's saying 26, and then his brother ate a couple, and then you had a couple.
I only had one.
So probably we got about 30 cookies out of this recipe. So let me start drizzling. Oh, and before I drizzle, I wanted to remind you all, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, go down below. What should they do, Lucas?
Smash this.
That's right. Smash that red subscribe and the little bell next to it. Hit it twice till it says all. You won't miss any more recipes I have.
Or you can hit it once.
Get out of here. All right, let me start drizzling this. Woo! See, we're just going to go back and forth because we don't want to put too much on there. And the idea is, ooh, when you get it, wait a minute, Lucas, wait, you can do another row. When we get it on the bacon, whoa, the bacon, it's like a salted caramel because the bacon is salty.
I just want to eat it right now.
I know, this is cool, right? Doesn't it look good? All right, wait, you can do the next row. Hold on.
You literally
Okay, go ahead. Don't do too much.
Oh, yeah, there's 6 rows.
These cookies look good. The kids tried them without the caramel, and they both said, were they good?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were really good. I think this is going to be one of my favorite cookie recipes. Not too much.
I'll have that one.
All right, we're going to do a taste testing in a minute. Okay, good. We can do the rest after we taste test, okay? We'll do the rest off camera. Which one you want to taste?
The most caramel.
One with the most caramel?
No.
All right, let's hurry up. I'll take this
I'll
one.
take this one.
Dying to see what these babies taste like. All
This
right,
one
ready?
has the most bacon on it.
Hurry up. Cheers. Cheers with the cookies. Cheers. All right, let's do a taste testing.
I don't even know where to grab it from. Is it good?
Oh my God. What do you think? They're a little bit crispy on the outside, right? Chewy on the inside. And with those 3 flavored chips. Oh, and that caramel bacon. As one of my friends who has a channel, Ellen's Homemade Delights, always says, these are thebomb.com. That's what she always says. So thanks for tuning in. We hope you'll try these. Have a wonderful weekend. And what do we say to everybody?
Toodles.
Toodles. Love you. Bye.